Hello, bear watchers.
Hi.
Oh, if you've seen our Instagram, then you've seen that I took Heather to the clinic today. I keep calling her Mary today.
Maybe you're just
two very different children.
Don't be like doing anything foreboding, because the grass pollen's been out and I've been having some issues. I don't know.
Not at all like last year.
I haven't been taking the Allegra though, and I really don't want to unless I need to.
I really, really think that was a fluky thing. I've been talking to a lot of people about weird inflammation things that happened last year, and I think it's the shots, the COVID shots.
Well, I've been having inflammation anyway in my legs because my knees were like really in pain the day before yesterday.
Well, I think that has to do with the smoke in the air.
Yeah, it makes everyone's joints hurt.
Yeah, everybody's joints are hurting. They're having kind of weird inflammatory responses and nausea and stuff. Because we've been dealing with the smoke for, like 3 weeks now?
Yeah.
It's been very unhealthy conditions for about 3 weeks now.
It's starting to lighten up a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of people are getting out of town, because we're in a valley. And even though there's been some wind, there really hasn't been enough to blow the smoke out of the valley. So it's just sitting here. And it doesn't take long of a drive, maybe about an hour drive to get out of the valley to where there's no smoke. So like, Delta and what's the other way? Healy, all that, everything is clear. They have good, healthy air quality, but it's just bad here, bad.
I don't know. I feel like my face is puffy anyway.
Oh,
but I think I just need to drink more water.
Yes, she needs more water. She needs to drink the tea that I make her in the morning.
Yes, I didn't drink that today. I need to drink it when I get home. Yeah.
Anyways, we're at a cold spot, and I figured I'd turn the camera on because I haven't talked to the camera in a couple days. I need to talk to you guys, right? So, but there hasn't been anything going on until today, and I had to take Heather to the doctor. She's having issues again, and it's an ongoing thing. We're trying to figure it out. The doctor's trying to work with her.
And it's not like we're trying to be very vague about it. It's just that it's hormonal.
Yeah.
So it's like...
It's girly things.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... But there was like 10 dogs. We're at a cold spot, and there was like 10 dogs that went in there, and I was like, oh, I want to go in there while all those dogs are in there because it's got to be crazy. It's with all the dogs in there.
I know, I saw the dogs, and I was like, maybe we should have brought Bean.
Now they're all coming back out. Here, let's see.
There's a floofer. There's a little floofer. I like calling them floofers. Yeah. Because they're floofy.
So... Okay, it's like 86 degrees outside, and I got the windows rolled up, so we need to go inside. We'll talk to you later. Bye. Oh my gosh, this is too hot. too hot. We're gonna take the dog to the dog park. We'll see how long they can last. Then I gotta water my plants when I get home.
She's so hot. She's so hot. Hot girl. Oh my goodness.
We know how to pack these little carts. Look at that. $7.49. We needed 2. Woohoo! all that fleece for less than $20. It was on clearance, and then it was another 40% off the clearance.
What is it, like a little less than $19?
Yeah. Yep. Crazy. Before, so you know what this should look like. You should be seeing hills over there off to the right. The air quality right now is at 192, and could you imagine what it was like when it was at 500? Till I come over this hill over here. Yeah, if I went up to the university right now and I looked over the top of the hill, you probably could hardly see anything. The camera always clears it up, and it doesn't really show you the yellow in the sky. I'm here picking up Heather, and if I put it together the way I was thinking, you might see me driving through town with all the smoke. We're supposed to have rain in the forecast for the next week, but I don't know. You know, it looks like it's kind of sporadic because it's thunderstorms. So there's a catch-22 with that. If it's thunderstorms, then you know, you got the lightning, which is going to cause more fires, you know, and then the big rushes of rain, and it's, you know, flying across the state. I mean, it'll help a little, but most of it's just going to run off. What we're used to, like right about fair season, it starts to drizzle, and you get this like all day drizzle. And that's what kills the fires, you know, when it just rains all day. It is 10 degrees cooler, and maybe even 15 degrees cooler. It's 74 right now, and it was 90 the other day. But it's much cooler than it was all week. This is the first day we've got cloud cover, of course, because, you know, they're predicting the rain. So we'll see what happens. All right. Yeah, Heather should be out here. I ordered sushi rolls for Heather and Mary, and then Mary wanted some of the Sweet Monster, the rolled ice cream. I don't know. Have all of you heard of that before? I I have videos of it. Sometimes they have it pre-made. It depends on what you're ordering, but they hand roll the ice cream. They make it out on this, it's ice milk. It's different from regular ice cream, so it's got less calories. And because of the way it's made, there's like less in the cup. So it looks like a lot and it's all fancy, but it's actually less calories than if you were like to go to Cold Stone or something. But yeah, they spread it all out until it freezes, and then they scrape it off in these little rolls and they put it into a cup. It's, that's where they get those boba drinks those really sweet things that they like. But it kind of offsets the less sugar in the ice cream. But we're going to go there. And another thing you don't see is all the running around that I do every day. I do a lot of running around. Yeah, I'm starting to catch up. But we went to Joann's, and we went to Fred's, and then we went to Walmart's, and then I had gotten a call from Life, so we left Walmart's. We didn't even go in. We did go in. That's right. We did go in because he said he was going to be a little while. So we went to Walmart's, and they didn't have what we wanted. So we went to go meet Life because he was filling up my fuel tank. So, Mary had to pay for it because she's been paying for the fuel for the winter. And then we went to Fred's to get it was kefir that Walmart's didn't have. So we went to Fred's to get it there. And, and they only had one left. So, and I bought the grains. I have the grains to make my own. The only thing is when you make the first batch, it says to throw out your first 2 batches. So that way your grains are clean. So that way you don't, like the grains may have gotten germinated funny or something. So she said to throw out your first 2 batches when you start making the kefir. So it's all a new experience for me. I've never made kefir before, but I do have a kombucha mushroom, and I have made that before. So I got to get that going because the heat in the house is not good for it just sitting there. I mean, it's a mushroom. It'll thrive, but okay. Heather's coming. I got the door unlocked. So you can say hi to Heather, and then we'll be on the run again. Oh, she was opening the door. Now she closed the door again. Oh, she noticed that the screen is still on up there. They have the menu screen for the restaurant. And she was turned around when she was leaving, and the screen was still on. They won't be open again until Tuesday. It's Saturday. So, yeah, I don't want to leave that screen going. Another thing before I left, Life was over watching the Republican rally down in Anchorage. Trump is here. Donald Trump is here. And the University of Alaska, they rented out the arena to the Republican Party, but they did not know that Donald Trump was coming. So they tried to stop it. Well, it had already started. So they tried to stop it, but it had already started, and they rented it out. So they had all rights to the arena. So here's my Heather. My Heather. All right.
I finished work today, basically completing over in just online orders today. Yeah.
Oh, come on. Why? People drive so stupid in this parking lot. I don't understand. They see you moving.
Yeah, also I got my tips today.
Nice.
So tips that I've been waiting for 2 weeks, but only because Jenny and Brian were out for a couple of days. Mm-hmm. And there was problems, but can't demand anything when there's trouble.
Yeah, the computers were down. So, okay. Well, see you later. Look what's on the windshield. Oh my gosh. Do you see it? Do you see it?
People are probably thinking you're weird.
It's raining. It's raining.
Sorry, I haven't been vlogging much from the window because we got fans going all the time. It's very loud in here. It's almost 70 degrees. It's 11 o'clock in the morning on Sunday morning, July 10th, I believe. And we got some rain last night, not very much. Why are you whining? Why? There you go. But yeah, Mary and I emptied this pool out last night, so that's how much it rained. Not much. There's a little puddle in that other pool over there. Yeah, this kid I have coming, well, he's a young man. He's 17. He's just mowing the lawn. I mean, the whole family did a great job on my whole yard, that first day. I mean, they took down everything from the fence line and did my hedging and just everything the yard needed. And then the young man's going to be doing just the mowing unless I get after him to do something else. But they went fishing this weekend, so my grass is growing a little bit too long here. Yeah, he'll be here Tuesday, I think, when they're done fishing. We'll have to see how they did. But we're gonna go to the movies today. We're gonna go see Thor. Woohoo! Guess what? It's raining! Woohoo! Hear the thunder? Can you hear the thunder? Oh, it's getting harder. Kip's like, why are you out there in the rain? He's barking at me from the inside.
Hey, quiet. I'm trying to get the sound of the thunder.
Sorry, it was shaky during that. Oh my goodness. That was a long thunder. I'm trying to slap off mosquitoes while I'm trying to get thunder strikes for you there. Oh my goodness.
Oh, look at that. 12:30 in the afternoon and it's 61 degrees. I'm sitting over at Creamer's Field. And look at that. The skies, you can see the hills. The skies are clearing up. And there's clouds. Heather's working the farmer's market today. It's Wednesday the 13th and of July. And she said she's chilly out there. The wind is chilly. It's supposed to go down to 47 degrees tonight. So it's, yeah, cooling the house off. I went over there for lunch because she's working. I got myself a red bean steam bun and some Hong Kong milk tea with soy milk instead of milk. Yeah, so we're having a kind of a chilly day. And it rained most of the night last night, and it was a real slow, well, not last night, this morning. It was a real slow, big sloth of rain, so it probably put out some fires. Now it smells funny because when the rain is putting the fires out, it clears the smoke, but then it smells bad. So yeah, so it smells like burnt wood. Just an odd, different smell. There are cranes out here, but the field is really tall right now. Yeah, for being such a dry summer, all of the snow melt that we had created a lot of, groundwater. So everything is still growing like crazy, even though it's so dry. The rivers never really went down very far, and now we're heading into the rainy season. I might have said that before, but the Richardson Highway, Heather and I, next month, we're going to do the Denali Highway, which is another reason why I was thinking about not doing the Hall Road this weekend, going up to the Arctic Circle. I was thinking about doing that later in the year when I can go up there and see the aurora, early September. But, yeah, we've had flash flooding, and there's 6 or 7 bridges. A few of them are washed out, and a bunch of them are compromised from the flash flooding from the rivers just being so high and it being so hot that, our glaciers are melting and filling up the rivers. And I don't know if anybody pays attention to the world news, but the Himalaya mountains, they have villages that have been at the bottoms of these mountains for, years, hundreds of years, maybe even. And those glaciers are melting and they're pooling. So they're creating these big lakes up in the mountains. and then the glaciers are breaking off and letting all that water loose, and it's like a torrent of, almost like a tidal wave, and it comes through and it's just wiping out these villages. It's so sad, so sad. And that's kind of what's happening here. Some of these villages have been here for hundreds of years, and the rivers are moving because of the glacier melt, and they're taking out these villages that have been in the same areas for hundreds of years. The government here is trying to move these people, before everything gets eroded away. But it's a different world. Things are happening. Mother Nature's taking over. All right, I'm gonna go eat my steam bun so I can get to work. My lunch is going fast. I see cranes popping their heads up out of the grass over there. People are walking their doggies. Bye. See, there's some cranes over there. Oh, there's a whole bunch more than I thought there were. Well, good morning. It's 6:40 in the morning and it's a bit chilly. It got down to 47 last night. Might have been cooler here. The flowers are doing good. I got the grass mowed. Yeah, the weather's kind of been like Groundhog Day all summer. Was it 80 during the day and 70 at night, 75? Yeah, I had all the windows open all night last night. So that's more like it. That's a good temperature. That's okay for sleeping. What are you doing over there? Kippy. Kip. You got itchy? Mosquito bites? It's my second bowl full of tomatoes, and my plants are still covered. So that's delicious. Nachos here always amaze me. It's like, that's crazy.
It's like
Crazy.
14.
Crazy big.
Which is like not bad for that giant plate of nachos.
I got my horchata almost gone and my dinner just came. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Fried ice cream. Yep, yep, yep. It's apple?
Yep.
You got apple?
Well, there's our last franchise commercial sit-down restaurant. It's gone. Denny's closed after 38 years. That's so sad.